Welcome to the first inaugural episode of Eateries Digest. For those that don't know, Reader's Digest is a very popular little small booklet of a lot of information. I found a lot of educational times while, taking a dump, reading some Reader's Digest. So we want to bring that to you. Beanzzz Rice, you eat those. This is Eater's Digest. This is Jos, and with me I have...
Jose.
Yeah, so today's lovely topic, we are going to be discussing what we, in our hearts, with the full amount of passion we have, the most overrated food establishments, whether that be sit down, whether that be fancy eats, whether that be a fast food chain, what we feel are the top 3 most overrated food establishments.
Okay, well, for mine, I kind of did more of like fast food, because that's the ones that I've had like the worst experiences, or the ones that I despise the most that people talk about.
Okay.
That I could just
and that's funny
right
because
to my head.
I actually ended up picking mine is sit down places, because I think for me fast food isn't expected to be amazing. So because I understand that overall you're probably going to get lower service, you're going to get cheaper prices, and you pay for what you get what you pay for, right? So like for that I'm like, I can deal with fast food being kind of shitty, because they're giving me shitty food for shitty prices. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So for me, I kind of that middle tier, those sit-down places where like, we're so good, we have all this shit, and it's shit service, shit food, awful prices. Like, nah, you can get the fuck out of here.
Okay, so I love it, because for me, if everybody felt that way about fast food like you do, I wouldn't have a problem with any of these places. But people still hype these up, and I don't know why they get hyped. It's just fast food, you know?
So, let's go ahead and start with, I don't know, do you have them ranked? If not, I'll rank mine.
I just want 3, but I can give you my first one if you want.
Okay, let's go with rank. We'll start from 3, then we'll go with 2, and then the most overrated, we think, restaurant, or food establishment.
Oh, wow. So the most overrated?
And we'll end with the most overrated. We're
Okay.
like, this is the most overrated one.
The third. Okay.
So the least overrated, to start with that one.
So the least for me, I'm going to go for... Well, I guess third would be God, dude. I'm probably gonna go with Sonic.
Bro, I love Sonic. Not too much, but I love Sonic.
Get rid of the fucking skates, okay, dude? What the fuck?
You're not on skates.
Okay, got people on fucking skates. You don't need that. Get them a fucking. Now we got the hover crafts or whatever. The little machines. Get them one of those. They're dressed like clowns. Get them some new colors in there, dude.
I dig that.
You go in there. Where am I at? A Holiday gas station? They look like a fucking mascot for a holiday, dude. And you need 900 things on the menu, and all you're gonna get is a hot dog and a slushie? What the fuck else do they have in there, dude? The establishment where they're cooking the food is literally like the size of my bathroom. Like, how the hell do they fit so many things that they could put on the menu in such a tiny little building?
You know what? I'm gonna agree with you. I get that it's an overwhelming menu. I only get like the same 3 things. I actually really like their hamburgers. I think they're made really well. They have some like seasoning in it, so I think that's good. Don't get chicken anything there. It's trash. Chicken anything there, trash. Their slushies, I always add cream to it, like vanilla ice cream.
Well, I remember that.
Whatever.
R. Kelly
slush,
Jr.
add cream. Yeah, that little, Never. Let me not get into that. And then I actually don't like tater tots very much, but I like their chili cheese tots. I think their chili cheese tots are really good, and their chili cheese fries are good. But
yeah, just find a new. You're supposed to be a big chain restaurant almost. Like, dude, you can't do this thing where it takes 20 hours still. You're supposed to be fast food, okay? I'm not gonna be waiting.
Do you hate the pull up to that window? It's not an
iceberg, dude. You know, it's like iceberg is faster than you, and they got real meat, dude. You're freaking thawing a freaking lizard burger, and it takes you 800 days. Like, what is it, astronaut food you're giving me? It takes you that long?
It's dehydrated. They have to reintroduce water. But no, I get it. Honestly, I recently converted to Sonic. Many years ago, I tried it. I'm like, this food is trash. I just didn't like the flavor of it. Trying it again, and I love their cream slushes. I'm a big fan, but I get it.
And I told you, you get a guy that takes your order, and you get there. He's fresh out of prison.
I respect
that.
Or
a bus driver. Still in its bus driver. He's got the UTA uniform on. all sweaty from sitting all day, and he's serving you your food.
Let me tell you my my number 3. Okay, so not the worst overrated, but you know it's up there for me. This is a local establishment because it closed now. Training Table in Utah.
A Utah original.
Utah original. So Training Table. When I was a kid, we were too poor to ever go there. Somehow a friend of ours took us there as a family. I was like 10. I was like, what's so great about this Training Table? Oh, you get to sit at your booth, whatever, your table, and every table and booth had a phone, and you called in your order. I'm like, oh, you know what? That's actually a cool concept. You call your order, so there's no rush, there's no line. As long as there's a table open, you just sit down, decide what you want, call them, they'll place the order in, cook the food for you. One issue, though. Once you place the order, you get a call to let you know that the order is ready. You have to get your ass up and have to go get the fucking order anyways. You just defeated the purpose of the fucking phone. Let me go up there the first time anyways. Like every other restaurant does it. It's not new. Like the idea of, oh, I got to order. I'm going to go sit down. And once they call my number up, I go back up again. The phone, you're just ruining all these you use all this copper wiring for what? So I can sit down. So you let me know when your ass is fucking ready, you call me. But you still come up to my desk, pay for the food, grab the food, and take it back to yourself. Now, it would have been better if you placed an order by phone, and you know what? They magically showed up eventually to your table with your food.
Did you have to tip people?
You didn't have to tip people. I mean, it was like you would pay at the front.
So there was no servers?
No, there was no servers. That defeats the purpose. Like, what's the use of the fucking
lame.
phone?
So you have to get your own refills.
Yeah, and honestly, the food was fine. I wouldn't say it was stellar. It was pretty good. I liked their cheese fries. They had good pastrami burger. But you know what? As far as the pricing, it was a little high. And so that lack of service, right? Like, you make it seem like you're doing me such a service. You're not. You're making touch a grimy-ass phone you probably never clean. You know, now COVID, RIP for many people. You're making me touch this dirty-ass phone, and then I have to go get my food anyways? Just have me go up to begin with. I didn't like that. I hated it.
It's like a grocery store almost.
Yeah, so I actively avoided going there because of that. So for
I
that
never
reason,
even went there. I just always saw the commercial.
Dude, man, food decent, amazing. No, price was a little high. Service clearly sucked.
But it's a Utah original, dude. At least you went. R.I.P. Training Table.
R.I.P. Training Table. You know what I mean? But it closed last year, I think. Yeah, it was last year. But that is why it earns the number 3 spot for me.
Because it closed?
No, not because it closed. Because it just defeated the purpose of the idea. You know what I mean? I feel like they pitched this idea, but it's not even a full idea.
Maybe now it would have been booming because you don't need waiters.
Yeah, they're like, hey, this is a great idea, but they didn't fully commit to the idea. So the fact that they were lazy with that idea is why it's so low. It's just overrated.
Okay, for my second one, dude, this is going to be tough. I'm going to put, for my second one, I'm going to put... I'm going to put Taco Bell, number 2.
That's one of my all-time favorites, man.
Okay, because number 1, you hate real Mexican hot sauce.
I never said that, okay?
Why you gotta sauce up your chicken? Why you gotta sauce up your taco? Why can't you just give it? Meanwhile, he's got the Doritos taco, seasoned shell, seasoned meat filling, and he puts sauce in there.
Yeah.
So it makes... But
it's not authentic Mexican. It never claimed to be. That's why I'm okay with it.
Well, that's what you do to an authentic taco. Anyways.
Yeah, I'm not. No,
but you have an issue doing it to a normal
I have no
taco.
issue with the taco. I said it's everything. That it's like anything you make, now let's just go ahead and add sauce to it. Why?
Because it's just like you do in Taco Bell. That's why.
Just for the tacos, I don't do it for their burritos.
Oh, you don't do it because they already put it inside of it. That's why.
No, not on their burritos.
You get the coolest thing that they had was a chalupa. Do they even have them anymore?
Yes, they do, man.
The chalupa, same thing as a Crunchwrap Supreme. Or it's when Crunchwrap Supreme, the tacos fall on the ground, they just wrap the damn tortilla and put it on the outer shell so you don't see all the nasty foot marks and everything on the taco shell. Dude, you don't see the lint.
Dude,
you're sitting there. Oh, they put some cheese in the middle just so they can get the hairs and everything to stick, and you're gonna eat it.
More protein.
Super cold. All the time.
No, not true.
Yeah, and then they got they used to have their food was so bad, dude. You'd get tacos for like 50 cents. You have
No, I
that
think
menu.
you're confusing that with Taco Time.
No. You had
Or
the
Del
menu
Taco.
and
Del
no,
Taco.
Taco Bell. It was like in 2010. You could get everything for like they had like a 60-cent menu. They had like a $1 taco. What are you feeding me? I don't want your nachos. I don't want your sauce.
Taco Bell's for the people, man.
And it's like, I will give it up to them. I've rarely seen a Mexican at a Taco Bell that cooks. It's like it only takes like a certain kind of a dirt nasty to go in there in the kitchen. He has to put that a little bit of extra grease or something shady, dude. And there's always somebody doing heroin in the restroom if you go in there.
Dude, maybe they sprinkle some of that in there. So
he's not even eating anything. He just walks out with his cup. He just always has his own cup and just goes to the restroom, comes out of there. The shells on their taco are super thin. Oh, God forbid you get one of those tacos to go. You come home, that shit's fucking soaking wet. Don't get any lettuce. It's paper thin. You're not even getting a real shell.
Listen, Taco Bell has allowed millions of college-aged students that are broke to be fed for weeks off of $2 or $20. Man, you go
to Del Taco.
No, not as good.
Yeah.
Not as good.
You get real food, real ingredients, real beans.
You're just upset that Taco Bell, which never claims to be Mexican or authentic Mexican, that people just love it so much.
It's gross that people like it, dude.
Dude, man, I'm gonna have to get you some stuff from Taco Bell.
No, okay. And the one thing I'll give them props for is that when everybody else was like being scared about, oh, we have 100% beef. Oh, McDonald's, look at the picture of our
horse, man.
They're like, fuck that. You know what we have on ours? Plastic. Eat it, and they rolled with it.
It's nutritious, bro.
So I'll give them props on that. But other than that, dude, their menu swag. It's like a taco wrapped on a tortilla. It's like everything's the same thing with cheese.
It's the same 5 ingredients reimagined every time.
And it's not reimagined. They just like cover. Oh, on this one we're gonna put 2 extra tortillas and another tostada, and then bro, get out of here, man.
When's the last time you went to Taco Bell?
The last time I've gone to Taco Bell, maybe like once since like 2009, and that's when you brought
it over, huh?
You brought me the soggy taco, dude. I was like, what is this? You brought me some water.
It's because you asked for the wrong
Dorito
thing.
Seasoning. So I just slurped the taco, which it was seasoning. It was wet seasoning at this point. I was like, what is this, Dorito? You know, like you get the crumbs from the bag. That's what I had. I just had,
it's delicious.
Crumbs and nothing chewy. Oh, it was gross.
Dude, man, it's good stuff. Number 2 for me is, I'm guessing maybe it's an American classic, not for me, Wingers. Okay.
Okay, I can see
Wingers
that.
has that grimy diner look. Okay, they want to pass off as a classic American diner, but they don't. They want to be on the same level of cult fried chicken following like KFC and Popeyes and Raising Cane's, but they're not on that level. Everything they have is highly over seasoned or over salty. It's like licking a salt cube. The only thing that they have a fame claim is that amazing sauce, which actually is pretty good. I give them that. Good. That sauce is good. Don't get me wrong. That is the only thing I eat there. But all their burgers are always cooked wrong, right? I never get a full burger presented to me. There's always maybe just half a lettuce and a quarter of a tomato slice and then just like a sliver of an onion. It's like, give me the actual full burger experience. They're cheating me out of food. It's expensive. And the fries is like some guy that
the fries are horrible.
That has 3-inch hands, fries these, and then just picks them up with his 3-inch hands. So he probably has like 7 papas, and then he throws them onto your plate. So you only give me 7 fries. And then people are like, oh, I love their popcorn that they just pop in-house. I was like, they don't make the popcorn. They just pop the damn thing and add the seasonings like any other movie theater. And that might be fine, but that's not a good claim to fame.
They remind me of like...
It's grimy. It's gross. Almost the same way you identified Taco Bell, which I fully 100% own, which it doesn't bother me. The whole heroin, crack addicts just kind of sitting around. That's what Wingers people employ, and that's the vibe they give off.
It's almost, to me, it's like they
don't
like
want to be a sports bar.
You know?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, maybe I'm a sports bar. Maybe I'm like family. Maybe I'm like a hangout place, kind of like a bar. You know, it's like maybe I'm just a restaurant. Like, they have no idea what they are, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, you
they
go
have
in
no
there,
sense of
you're
identity.
confused. You're like, dude, so is somebody going to greet me here? Do I just sit down?
And back in the day, the worst
Very
part
confusing.
for me is I like dessert every once in a while, right? I'm like, you know what? The food was kind of crappy. let me make it up with some dessert because I
You
saw
can't fuck up some ice cream.
Yeah, like they had the, what do they call it? The concrete pie, right?
This sounds horrible to me.
Right? I didn't realize it was mint, and I hate mint ice cream. They brought it. It's the only dessert they had. And I'm like, oh, I don't like mint. Do you have like? And I said, I'll pay for this. That's fine. I didn't realize it's my fault. Like, as a customer who was an idiot and didn't read the menu, I accepted that mistake. I'm like, do you have one that's just cookies and cream with no mint? This is the only dessert we have. This is the only fucking dessert you have? This menu has so many things. You only have one dessert, and it happens to be a mint cookies and cream with a chocolate pie crust. Disgusting. They changed that now. Now they have one because they realized that they needed to grow up a little bit. But that establishment is awful. I've never had good service there, mind you. Never.
But it sounds like you've gone a lot of times. Sometimes you just gotta get those wings.
Want to know why? Yeah, the wings are good, but my buddy's sister worked there, so she'd always give us like 40% off. Sometimes she even brought us wings for free. So I was like, you know what, it's worth the discount and dealing with shitty service. But it's still, that place sucks.
Yeah, to me, if I can't make the drive to any other wing place because there's like nothing really close here, I'll go there. And I know the sauce. I'm like, oh, this is gonna fuck me up the next day.
But it
the
at least
sauce
tastes
like,
good.
That
amazing
petroleum,
sauce does taste
it's
good.
like it's thick.
He has like Vaseline that's melted.
I was like, damn, this is thick. What they got in here?
Yeah, wingers can go to hell. That's number 2 for me.
Okay, so I'm gonna put my all-time. This is the place that I really hate, and I'm not saying that it's really whack, but most overrated to me, and a lot of people are maybe gonna be mad, is In-N-Out Burger.
I almost put that on too.
Bro.
I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, this line it's like an IKEA line. Now I'll give them props. They get the people out with the headsets and stuff, outside to help you and take your order, and they're super polite and
Their food's good. Not amazing, but it's good.
yeah, and they're like, oh well, you can order the secret menu, or I have to get that's like the one place that makes me feel like I'm still super fat. You know what I mean? Because I can be like, you know what? I'll go to In-N-Out. I need to order like 8 burgers, and they're all 4x4s. And then maybe I'll be good. You know what I mean? I can't just go like, and I gotta get monster style fries, animal style fries, or whatever. It's like, and I think I'll be good after that. It's like I have to order that much food. Now, don't get me wrong, pretty decent, but to me, it's almost, it's like a little bit a nicer version than the freaking double cheeseburger from McDonald's. It's like nothing special to it. The fries suck.
Okay. I agree. How do you screw up fries, man? Like,
bro,
you have 2 items. You have burgers and fries, and you screw up half of that order.
Dude, I know it's cool to watch your freaking guy with the hat, Popeye. You got Popeye in there cutting his freaking fries like a fucking sailor. And it's cool that you're watching him cut the fries. But, dude, leave him in the fryer a little bit more, dude. I'm okay waiting another hour, for my a good, maybe extra minute, because I've already been here for an hour trying to, in this long-ass line. Just get me the fries a little bit more crispy. So that's my thing. It's like people will... I remember when it came out, people were like, in giant lines.
Literally creaming their jeans, right? They were just, In-N-Out.
Oh, In-N-Out, man. Oh, and then I tried it. I was like, dude, really?
Like, it wasn't bad. It's good. I don't mind the burger one bit, but I agree with you wholeheartedly. If we did a top 5, it'd probably be my number 5 or 4 for sure. I considered putting it on the list.
And just to me, the reason it makes it number 1 is just like their cult following is just like, oh, if you think they're overrated, you don't know anything about burgers or anything. It's like, no, it's just a plain burger. It's a good burger. It's plain, but there's nothing special about it.
Yeah, no, there isn't. It's a straightforward burger.
The price is great, but I was like, yeah, what if I want like a big patty, man? Just give me a fucking good patty. Like, I want this little fucking tiny ass patty.
And it's like,
anymore.
well, sometimes you want to get a little fancy with your burgers, right? Maybe you want some guac. Maybe you want some onion rings on it. Just all these other things. Maybe like Carl's Jr., props to them. They've been stepping up. I hated them for the past few years, but recently they got that big fried cheese. It's like this cheese patty it's a macaroni and cheese, basically deep fried. Dude, man, and it's on that burger.
Like dude, I'm on Weight Watchers right now. I can't eat.
It hits just shit, right. Bro. Like, you can't get that at In-N-Out, which is fine. And I think as an organization, they step up to it. But for sure, the fans ruin it.
Just something. You cut onions. You got a fryer. Make a fucking onion ring.
Yeah, you got batter. You have to have batter, hopefully. But
Dude, they make more stuff to go back to Sonic. They make more stuff in a Sonic that's like, okay, the size of the fryer at In-N-Out. They make more stuff out of that Sonic than what you make in this big ass restaurant.
Yeah, I for sure agree with your Sonic, and your In-N-Out. Taco Bell, I have a little bit of bias, but I get it. Like, I get it. I see. And maybe just coming because you're Mexican through and through.
Don't try to trick me that I'm buying a different item because you folded it a different way, okay?
I appreciate, like I said, they just reinvent the way it looks, and like they just reinvent it.
And then they charge you more, you know? It's just like, dude, I could literally just get a quesadilla
it tastes
and
good
2
to me,
tacos for like $1, and then if I get your fucking whatever Supreme, it's the same shit, but now it's like $6.
I'm a corn tortilla fan, right? Which you probably appreciate as a Mexican, but something about their flour tortillas are pretty good. I don't know what it is, but it's good. So number 1 for me, I get people argue with me all the time, specifically, you know, female population. It's gonna make sense because it's pasta related, but Olive Garden can shove it sideways.
Oh, dude, I don't think
Olive Garden is just the lowest of lows as far as a sit-down restaurant. So overpriced, okay? And I'll be honest, pasta's like the last thing I ever crave. I never crave pasta, right? Like, it doesn't interest me. Will I eat it? Absolutely, if it's made right. Usually, like, a seafood-based one is what I prefer. Yeah. But Olive Garden, man, let me tell you an Olive Garden recipe. Very quick, very easy for all you listeners. Buy any pasta you want. Any. Rigatoni, spaghetti, angel hair, ravioli.
Oh, angel hair.
Okay. Yeah. Favorite. From the gods, right? Boil some water, throw that in, cook it a little bit. If you want to get fancy, make it al dente, right? Just stop it right before it gets super, super soft.
And then squirt cold water.
Yep. Cold. You just cool it down with some cold water, some ice water, and drain it. And for that special sauce, Heinz ketchup, just spray it on it, and there you go. Olive Garden. That's your recipe. The only thing I ever liked at Olive Garden was the soup they had. It was a seafood one. It had like scallops, it had shrimp, it had fish, and I was like, this actually is really good. It's seasoned really well. It had no pasta in it whatsoever. That's okay. If I ever have to go, I'll go and I'll just get that. They removed that from the menu like 6 years ago. So I've gone because some people have paid for it, and I appreciate them for doing that. I don't want to be like an asshole for it, but service is fine, but again, super expensive.
Bro, they try to make it too fancy when you go under. It's like this. Oh, yeah.
Like, it's not that great. And then this is what they
gotta tone it down a little bit.
Much like how you hated the fans of In-N-Out, I hate the fans of Olive Garden, because what's the thing that they always brag about?
I don't know, the breadsticks.
They're fucking breadsticks, and they're soups and salad. Okay, so listen to me. If you're an Italian place who prides himself on pasta, but your customer base only brags about frozen breadsticks, because they are frozen. I don't care what anyone said. They're not made fresh daily in-house. They are frozen and they are shipped to them. Salad. What is salad? You just pick up vegetables, and I like salad. You chop them up, you throw them in a dish, okay? And then there's soups, who are also pre-made and frozen. If those are the things you like because they're limitless, your cheap ass clearly doesn't like the pasta from Olive Garden. So Olive Garden's not worth going to.
No, dude. If you ever try to reel like Alfredo or like somebody that actually cooks one, you're like, damn.
No, I've had so good, authentic Italian food, and that is good. I still
go in a coma for 10 days, dude. That thing's so heavy and it's so good.
I still don't crave pasta a ton, but if I'm gonna have it, like, I want the real shit. You know what I mean? Like, those are good. I'll have that.
Throw me a couple Mussolinis in there, dude. Throw me that Pope Francis. Oh, he's not Italian, huh?
No, he's not. But that's okay. Mussolini's good enough.
Some cousin Nuncio in there from the full-blooded Italians, dude.
Some Michelangelo. You know what I mean?
But, dude, with that one, I've gone to
Olive Garden is
Olive Garden. I've gone maybe like twice, and I thought it was like decent when I was a kid. I was like, oh, I mean, my memory was of I think probably just a breadsticks. And then I took a coworker there. It was his last day at work. I'm like, dude, I'll take you. Let's just go have a good lunch on me. Where do you want to go? He's like, Olive Garden. I was like, I haven't had it from when I was like 6 till this was last year, so I was like 27. And Dude, I went there. Dude, I got sick, bro. And I just had pasta, man. I was like, so I had to upset stomach. I'm like, dude, I tasted it. I'm like, dude, people freak out over this.
Yeah, like it's not that great. Like it's not disgusting where I spit it out.
The
Don't
lady
get me
dressed
wrong.
too fancy, man. My waitress, dude, just let her loose a little bit. You know, let her show some of her personality.
Well, they sell expensive wine, so they have to sell. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna sell me an $80 bottle of wine, but you're gonna give me this. And that's, again, it goes. I'm going back to that breadsticks and salad. Okay, if your love of Olive Garden is based off frozen bread, which to me is not that great because it's honestly a salt lick, like it's just pure salt, you're mistaken. You're misguided. You need to see someone and get that corrected immediately because Olive Garden is not all that. Olive Garden's the worst restaurant from top to bottom out of fast food, sit down, or fancy or otherwise. The worst restaurant in the world, my opinion.
Yeah, no, I'm not too I guess into pastas either, but yeah, I wouldn't say it's like, I agree. It's like when I went there, I'm like, dude, people talk. There's commercials for this. I was surprised there was commercials or that it was like a chain. You know.
And you know, I don't know what kind of fucking family Olive Garden is, but if my family cooks me a meal, they don't charge me for anything. So when you're here, your family, then don't charge me. My family doesn't charge me. I don't charge my family when I cook for them. You know what I mean?
I feel like those were some pretty good In-N-Out and Olive Garden.
In-N-Out, I agree. I don't mind In-N-Out,
bro.
but that cult following, it's like, get off of
That's
you.
what
Like,
annoys me. All the soccer moms, dude, get out of here, lady. Just because you don't know how to make season a burger.
yeah, like,
Not
honestly,
to bring your 800 kids and try to tell me it's the best thing because it's cheap.
dude, man, like, Burger King's burgers,
Dude,
Burger King has some hitters.
Are they back?
Carl's
Burger
Jr.
King?
Yeah, Burger King is made a comeback. They're good with their burgers again. They fell off for a little bit.
Dude, I'm on Weight Watchers. Really keep tempting me.
Man, Carl's Jr., McDonald's, all those. Like, some of those burger places have stepped it up. But
I went to Carl's Jr. and the menu looks so different. They didn't even have the $6 burger anymore. It's called something else.
no, I forget what it's called now. Like, I literally
They were
didn't go-
discriminating against the number 6.
Yeah, that
So they
666,
canceled.
you know what I mean? Because too many people were ordering 3 burgers. They had that 666, and their stocks were
666
falling.
special.
Yeah,
But I always love just the famous star from there, the Western burger.
the Western burger is
the
just a
guacamole
classic.
bacon. That was like, they used to have a 1-pound burger, bro.
Yeah, I know. I remember. I
used
ordered
to,
that
yeah,
shit.
I used to order
and
that
I ate
and
it,
the $6 burger,
and I didn't
bro.
hate my life afterwards. Like, I felt like a piece of shit, but I'm like, hey, it's worth it.
Just to think about that now, dude, it's crazy. I could digest that much food.
For sure, man. Just it shows why I'm at where I'm at. But Eater's Digest, again, those were the 3 most overrated food establishments, from our opinion. I think we argued good cases on those. So just don't support those businesses at all, ever. I'm kidding.
Or
what
if you
want,
do, let us know if you support them. Or if you think we're wrong, if you're part of the cult, just let us know, you know, which cult. Like, I bet you I might get more heat. I don't know. I might be surprised I might get more heat from Taco Bell people than...
I think Taco Bell people do accept, though, that it is shitty. Like, I'm a Taco Bell fanatic, and I'm like, honestly, it is pretty shitty. I still like it, though. There's something about it.
It's like a girl, you know? I'm going to hook up with this piece of shit.
Yeah, he's just...
But he's there for me when I call him.
He's like, he's a good appointment. He'll let me cry here and there, so... But he's still a piece of shit human.
But, okay, well, I think we'll be good. And then let us know if maybe you guys want to hear other, like, debates or whatever for, for Eater's Digest.
Aside from Taco Bell, I don't think it was a debate. I think we pretty much agreed on all of it. So...
Dang, dude.
Man, good stuff.
All right, well, stop looking at me, dude.
Well, close your eyes.
All right, no, I'm not falling for that one again.
All right. It's Eater's Digest, round 1. We got more rounds coming for you. Again, any topics on the table, let us know. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. Share your thoughts with us. But until then, stay blessed.
All right, hasta la pasta.